योगः कर्मसु कौशलम्.
Hello, good morning. Good morning to one and all. I'm Dr. Nainesh Modi, Associate Professor at Department of Botany, Bioinformatics and Climate Change Impacts Management, School of Sciences, Gujarat University. Today, we are going to discuss regarding MOOC. Without wasting much time, let us start with the presentation. So, this is the topic of our today's discussion, that is the MOOC in higher education system, but particularly in Indian perspective. As you all know, the 2020 and 21, almost the entire world was facing a big problem, that was corona pandemic, during which in most of the country, particularly we'll talk about only India, in most of the states and cities and villages, the schools were, colleges were, universities were 100% closed. So there was no physical or in present attachment between students and teachers as well as their institution. During this time, students have lost a lot as far as their education is concerned. Even not only students which are studying in schools or colleges or universities, but also those researchers who have started a particular kind of research, but they had to lab that research wherever it was. So during that time, we all came to know, or we all came to understand the importance of online teaching. The online teaching in entire India get a good speed during this pandemic, because as we know, it was not possible to meet physically, either for students or for teachers. So this was a very good solution for all of us. And MOOC is one kind of the same kind of thing which can be used even during the normal times. So with these remarks, we will start to understand the entire process as well as the benefits and drawbacks and everything regarding this MOOC. So this MOOC, rather we can say MOOC, is a very good alternative for those who wants to get few, or who wants to learn few more things than the traditional teaching. What is the full form of or meaning of this or acronym of this MOOC? That is a massive open online course. It's a huge course. You cannot imagine the number of courses here offered and the number of participants already have the particular certificates of their particular kind of or their own kind of requirements or from their own fields, right? So there may be more than 1 lakh students in a MOOC. So it's massive. It is open, means anyone from anywhere can register for these courses. It is not compulsory that Indian students can enroll into the courses offered by Indian universities or Indian institutions. Indian students can go to the any university. They can learn from any university, sorry, without going that particular university present, yeah, physically. So it is available to anyone from anywhere, right? It is online. So online coursework is delivered entirely on internet. So if a person having internet facilities can enroll into any course and get certificate of that particular course, can add a more feather in the crown. Okay. So this is MOOC, Massive Open Online Courses, right? Uh, these all courses are very similar to the courses which are offered by different institutions or colleges or universities online. So it is almost similar. So this is the actual acronym, right? MOOC, Massive Open Online Course. This is it represents the learning platform in an online environment which provides open access to unlimited participants. It is not compulsory that only a student can enroll into this particular kind of courses, any kind of course. Any person, even a farmer from a village or a lady who is working only at the her own house, or any person, any elderly person or any a child, anyone can enroll. Okay. So it is open access to unlimited participants, enabling more than traditional learning models. The traditional learning models, which were used by teachers, just the chalk and duster, or even PowerPoint presentation, and the things which were used traditionally, but it is beyond that traditional learning model, right? And materials, including recorded lectures. Here, the materials are provided, which includes recorded lectures, quizzes, interactive forums, and communities. So everything is possible online. And here, this MOOC provides all these things. It is one of the latest additions to field of distance learning. We are now very much familiar with this distance learning. All of us, I think, a teacher teaching in India, most of them have delivered lectures online. So it is not a new word for all of us that online learning is a new word. No, distance learning is a new word. No, we are very much familiar. And this one is the one of the latest additions to that particular field. The traditional classroom is limited in how many students it can serve. As we know, if a classroom having a capacity of 40 students, we can include 40 students, or we can include more 5 students sometimes, or 10 students. If a classroom having capacity of sitting 100 students only, then we can include 100 or 110 or 120 maximum. But here in this particular condition, in particular case of MOOC, there is no limit of regarding the number of students. Okay. Millions of people around the world, those who want or need quality education, they can enroll for this particular courses. MOOCs are massive online courses. The concept spearheaded by EDX began as an opportunity for organizations to offer online courses to students all over the world in the millions for free. So here, these courses can be also offered by particular institution. because in new education policy, particular institutions have been permitted to offer courses from MOOC also. So there is a ratio of 60-40%. 60% courses institute can offer 60% courses or 60% credit which will be provided on offline basis, while 40% credit it can offer to the students, which student can gain online through online courses. So here there is provision in our education system that our institute also can provide such kind of credits to students. These MOOCs, they refer to an innovative approach to impart education, overcoming the time, age, and other relevant constraints. See, during offline education, the student has to be present at particular time at its institution. Means if we have at college time between 11 to 6, then student has to remain present between this time, between 11 to 6. But if the student is opting for these MOOC courses, the video lectures, tutorials, quizzes, and everything else, it can attend at its own ease, and it is very obvious that the time which is most suitable to that particular student, he or she can watch the lectures. He or she can watch the lectures again and again whenever it is suitable for the particular student. It's available for mass and open for all. As I said earlier, available for mass, a huge crowd, and it is open for all. It includes both credit or non-credit courses. It is not compulsory that if your institution is providing a particular credit course, then and then only you can opt for that particular course. It is not compulsory. You can opt for the courses which are non-credit courses also, which are of your own interest only. It may and may not be associated with any university or institution. As I said, if your university or institution, if it is the particular course is associated to that particular university or institution, it is possible. Or many of the courses are there which are not associated with any university or institution, but even anyone can opt for that particular course. It is not only for students but also for teachers. See, this is very important thing. We were just talked about the students only, but it is not limited to the students only. It offers many courses for teachers also. So teachers can also learn many things from these courses available online. MOOCs have a longer history than we know. See, we are talking MOOCs in 2020-21 only, but it has a long history. We'll discuss these things. Why MOOC? One can ask the question, why MOOC? Okay, so here are few answers for the particular question, that MOOCs have a remarkable ability to expand access to a large scale of participants worldwide to attend free online courses beyond the formality of the higher education system. See, here it is not that we can opt for the courses offered by the Indian institutions only. We can also opt for the courses which are offered by the ranked university worldwide. Like if you can name any ranked university, and the courses from those universities are offered on this platform. Learners can also participate in interactive user forums, build a community for students. If you have interest in particular field, then you can create a community of people who are interested in particular field. Okay, opportunity to use to user for raising a questions. You can ask questions also during this question during these sessions or during this course. It is not compulsory, it is not that, like that only one side delivery, one side things have been delivered only. You can also ask. So there will be a two side communication during this particular course. You can write them for particular question, you can ask them particular question, what particular query also. As we discussed earlier, any physical classroom has a limitation. Here, there is no limitation of classroom capacity. Uh, Unlimited number of users can use this, and there is no location barrier. If you are in a forest and if you are getting a network, if there is no issue of network, even sitting there in forest, you can learn. So it's very user friendly thing. What are the benefits of these MOOCs? Okay, by opening the classroom to MOOCs, that EDX brings the best courses from the best schools to millions of learners around the world. As I just mentioned earlier, that best universities are offering such courses. The EDX platform is built so that teachers can deliver education at scale that is the same or better quality as on campus learning. So in campus learning, there are certain limitations also. It can include only few number of students, while here can offer a good courses with good study material, right? And to uh, unlimited number of participants. Today, MOOCs are doing even more to relevant and reimagine education. For example, in addition to fully online master's degree, EDX innovative modular credentials, micromasters programs, and professional certificate programs provide flexible and affordable educational opportunities. Learners at all stages can leverage to thrive in an increasingly complex and technologically advanced world. So, as I discussed earlier, there is a no limit of scopes for both the sides, for trainers as well as for learners. So it is a limitless thing. Okay. As I said earlier, you can learn from anywhere, at any time, at your ease. Okay. It is these courses are student friendly. No long procedures or formalities. Okay, or prerequisites for enrollment in a course. If you want to enroll yourself in a course, no long formalities are there. Not hefty tuition fees are required. So hefty tuition fees are required to enroll in a very high ranked universities. But here such fees are not required because most of the courses are free. Some of them are available free of the cost, and while others only require a minimum amount. If you just classify the courses available on MOOCs, some of them are free of cost, and some of them they require a minimum amount of fees. It is not there that the courses which are offered here on MOOCs, if the fees have been asked, then the fees is not huge. Just when you compare it with the our traditional learning and teaching method. So here are certain examples of MOOC courses. Okay. So it offers the courses in a range of subjects from architecture to business and management, computer science, data analysis, statistics, engineering, food and nutrition, law, literature, math, philosophy, science, and more. So most of the fields they have been included here in MOOCs. For example, the first ever MOOC still available today was MIT's Circuits and Electronics course. It was the first course in India offered by MIT, right? It is also available today. As of September 2019, it is a data which is 2 years collected 2 years back. Even at that time, this course has reached nearly 5 lakh learners. Now you can imagine the capacity of MOOC. Additional examples include Boston University's Digital Product Management course, part of a MicroMasters program in Digital Product Management, Microsoft's Introduction to R of Data Science course, and many more. So there are thousands of courses available already nowadays. Hmm, this is one important picture you can see on, just focus on the picture, and it is a very symbolic picture that the MOOC certificate will provide you a bridge to enter into particular field. If you are serving in a, or in future, if you are serving in a particular company, and if you want to join one another better, bigger company which provides you more opportunities, but you are lacking a particular kind of expertise, in such case, you can opt for a particular MOOC course, you get a certificate, and then you can apply to a particular new company, which the course will be a bridge for you to just enter into that particular company or in a particular field, right? So this picture suggests many things. If you understand it properly, if you watch it properly, that MOOC certificate, that will become a bridge between you and success, right? So as I said, do MOOCs help you get into university? This is one another question a particular person can ask. In 2015, for the first time ever, learners earned college credits for MOOCs on EDX. Since then, EDX and our partner universities have increased the number of programs around the world that recognize learners' accomplishment in MOOCs and offer credit pathway into degree program. When a course offers academic credit, you see a credit eligible indication for course in the list of courses. MOOC certification help your job search. When searching for a new hire, different employers look for different things. As we just talked 2 slides back, that different employers, they are looking for a different kind of things which are suitable to them. Okay, for the company, for the particular company, particular kind of expertise is required, but a few people have such kind of expertise through that particular our traditional learning only, and this MOOC can provide more number of experts available for the private companies and government companies. What are the challenges of MOOC in India? Let us discuss this also. MOOC will be able to make sustainable impact only when the universities are able to upgrade their technical infrastructure. If my university, if I talk about my university is well equipped. It is providing a very high level of technical infrastructure. I can just deliver a, or start a, or offer a MOOC course, right? But it is not possible for the teachers of other universities which is not up to date, okay, as far as the technical infrastructure is concerned. The major issue with MOOC is their evaluation mechanism. They are student focused, but in most cases, the assessment mechanism is not very strong. This is the biggest drawback of MOOC as far as today is concerned. We will talk about the present only. We cannot say what is going to happen in future. But today, this is the major constraint for this MOOC, right? So there is no, in most of the cases, I am not talking about the all the MOOC courses, but in most of the cases, the assessment mechanism is not very strong, which is actually very strong in that physical education method. When a person is going to a particular college or university, then there will be a very strong assessment mechanism. And that particular student will not be certified unless it has a minimum amount of knowledge. Okay. The cost of creating the content can burden the universities with extra cost. This is one another particular or important drawback or challenge. Thus, there needs to be a mechanism to handle the financial requirements of creating MOOCs. That is also available. We'll discuss this thing. So, many of the challenges have already been addressed by universities or the state or central government. Most of the challenges have been addressed properly in a proper way. We'll discuss also in future. The more challenges are the MOOCs have very low completion rates. Only 5% of enrolled students complete a free MOOC. So that is a seriously a very less number of people which are able to complete the course which already they have been opted. So only 5%. 95% of the students, they generally leave the course in before its completion. This is not surprising because it's boring to be learning by staring into a computer screen. For generations like us, we are not that much techno savvy. So this sentence is for the particular people of our age group. Okay, but the new generation, for new generation, this statement is not correct, that it's boring to be learning by staring into a computer screen. The new generation, it is very used to just spend their time in front of a screen, right? It's also lonely since you are learning by yourself. You are learning by yourself, so you are alone. But again, it's a matter of age group only. This particular, again, this one is also not a constraint for the generation which is just having an age of up to 25 or 30. Below 25 or 30, they will not be having such problem. And you rarely get any feedback or encouragement. That is one thing which is very important, that when you are in a classroom teaching or classroom learning, if you are a good uh, student or good pupil, and if you can bring few things into notice of your teacher, if our teacher is asking you a question and if you are able to answer it properly, then you will get encouragement also. Or if you are wrong in particular thing, you will get a negative feedback also. But these both things are not available in these MOOCs. It is not possible in MOOCs. So that is one of the drawback. Learning outcomes aren't assessed. That is again a very important thing. Even for those 5% that complete MOOC, very few studies have been done on progress on learning outcomes. See, those who have completed the MOOCs and they have certified, there is no kind of survey is done that how much percentage of learning outcome is there. I got certificate. That's it. Okay. Questions to gauge such learning outcomes include: can the students apply the concepts in a workplace settings? That is a question. If I have learned something from these MOOCs, will I be able to apply those things in my practice? Can they solve complex problems synthesizing the learning? So these are the few drawbacks of these MOOCs. MOOCs also provide few assessments and little feedback. A key element missing in MOOC is structured assessment and personalized one-to-one feedback. So we have already discussed the pros and cons. These are the few more things which we will have to just take in our account, that we'll have to just address these problems in future also, right? So successful implement of MOOC can be done in this way. For successful implement of MOOC, it is important to address things like the technological infrastructure of universities and colleges need to be upgraded. That is most important thing. And governments and the agencies are doing in this direction also. They are working hard in this direction. The MOOC providers should be able to leverage the mobile phone revolution. That is already done. The largest demand for courses in India is to technical and professional fields. MOOCs that are geared towards these disciplines can rely ease the burden over existing institutions. We know that our country is a developing country and we will need a huge number of people for those who have the particular kind of technical knowledge, right? But our traditional institutions have mm, a limited capacity to enroll a limited number of students. So MOOC is a most important particular kind of platform which can solve our problem, right? There is a need of greater investment in the field, considering the fact that India has one of the largest number of students assessing the MOOCs. So investment is also required, because we will have to start on a huge number of courses, and for that you need money. There are success stories of MOOC students also. So it is not like that only those 5% which have completed that particular course which they were just opted for. Out of them, few students have created history also. So it is not but there are less number of success stories, because in India particularly we have uh, we can say a less number of people know about these MOOCs. So a very few people, when know about these MOOCs, in such condition, a very few good people will just enroll in this kind of courses. So the number of success stories will be less, but in future it will be a great number of success stories as far as MOOC students is concerned. How do MOOC reach to the mass? So online platform that we all know. Some of the platforms are free with certain limitations, like Moodle. Platforms are Moodle, EDX, Coursera, Khan Academy, FutureLearn, Canvas, Swayam, etc. are already available. Out of which few of them are totally free. Few of them are charging minimum amount, right? So many platforms are already available in India. You also know, you may have seen the advertisement on television regarding particular kind of mobile apps also. Mobile apps are also available, but they are developed for the particular kind of competitive exams after the 12th. Okay, those who are opting for medicine or engineering, for them particular kind of apps are also available nowadays, which is a very good learning platform too. But again, there are limitations of both the things, the personal learning or personal teaching method and this online teaching method. Platform to refer as a beginner. Okay, that is a very good platform for the beginner, like Moodle. So platform being provided by HRD India are is Swayam, right? The HRD, Human Resources Development Ministry, is already offering one platform that is called as Swayam, study webs of active learning for young aspiring minds. This is the full form of Swayam, which is offered by our central government ministry, HRD. So different kinds of initiatives have been already uh, just taken by the different government agencies. Like in 2003, MPTEL was launched by IIT Madras. Then in 2012, MOOC Kit was provided or launched by IIT Kanpur. In 2014, IIT BX was launched by IIT Bombay. And in 2016, the Swayam platform, from since 2016, the Swayam platform is available, which is launched by MHRD and Microsoft together. And here the in the on your right hand, the web links are already available. You can have a screenshot of this and you can go for that particular site to just have a more knowledge. So Swayam is offering free online courses. Swayam offers all the courses which are totally free. Okay, and Swayam is also providing a very good content. Number of teachers which are brilliant in their particular field. They are from IITs, IIMs, and the reputed universities of our country. Those who are in first 100 in NIRF ranking. Even few teachers are there outside this frame. They also offer a very good course in on this particular platform, Swayam. What is the role of Swayam in MOOCs? Let us discuss it. It is the only platform recognized by Ministry of Human Resource Development of India. It is only facilitates to the course coordinators who are from the institutions recognized under Section 12B in UGC's norms. So there are courses which are offered by recognized institutions. Courses on Swayam can only be provided after the concerned institutional and further expert panel approval. If a particular teacher is, if it wants to launch a course, then it has to have a permission from a particular panel. If the course which is actually required in current scenario, then and then only that panel will approve that course. It asks for the PG experience of at least 5 years in the concerned discipline to be subject expert. If a subject expert want to offer a course, then it has to be eligible first. And the eligibility criteria, it has the particular person, particular teacher has minimum 5 years of PG teaching experience. Courses vary in duration from 4 weeks to 6 months. That depends on the content which the particular teacher or trainer wants to provide. If that varies from 4 weeks to 6 months. Courses on Swayam, okay, it has courses for students and teachers both, as we just discussed in beginning. The university who uploads the course is host university. If my university, Gujarat University, is uploading a particular course, then for that particular course, my university will be the host university. Parent university is one who adapt the course. See, host university and parent university. If my university is offering one course and a particular university from any part of the uh, any part of the globe, if it wants to offer that particular course which is actually offered by my university or uploaded by my university, then that university will be named as parent university. Only those courses which are adapted by any university are treated as credit courses. This is one important thing. As we discussed, 60-40 criteria has been now becoming popular. 60% course will be taught offline and 40% credits will be given for the online courses. This 40% credit can be gained through this Swayam platform, and universities can offer their students to just go for Swayam courses for those particular 40% credit only. Okay. Credit courses for students provide credit points on passing the concerned course. There is no academic recognition to non-credit courses. It is also there, certain non-credit courses are also available, right? ARPIT courses, that is called as Arpit courses for teachers for 6 months, provide points certificate equivalent to one refresher course. So it is mandatory for for teachers, after if they are college teachers or university teachers, they have to finish one orientation course and 2 or 3 refresher courses. So this is one alternative for those teachers, those who do not want to go for refresher course. Then they can uh, have a certificate of this Arpit, right? Both are complementary. Uh, how can you, if you are a teacher and if you want to develop a particular course, then what are the things you should take into the concern? They are: course material will be based on the 4 quadrants of Swayam. The particular quadrants have been given by Swayam, and your course material will be on base of that Swayam quadrant. Course material can be developed with self-made content and contents which are already available as OERs, right? You have to develop your own content only. You cannot just copy and paste and provide a content, okay? A course on Swayam is divided either in 40 or 30 modules. The particular course developer can have the it has the flexibility to choose the number of the modules, maybe vary from 40 to 30. A 40 module course offers 4 credit points, whereas the 30 module course offers 3 credit points. So depends, right, on the content of the course. You can just go for 30 module or 40 module course. Okay. One module is prepared by the team of 4 subject experts: presenter, technical expert, and content reviewer. So these are the four particular uh, pillars of this course: subject expert, presenter, technical expert, and content reviewer. So it is based on these four pillars. Uh, the role of open educational resource in MOOCs, where OER consists, okay, 5 Rs. They are reuse, revise, remix, okay, redistribute, and retain. It is based on these 5 Rs. OER is a license to use someone's content without his or her prior permission. You can use the content available on OER. Okay, anyone can use this content without permission of that particular person who has uploaded this or who has developed this content, right? It is different from giving reference and neither requires it. Okay, it is not required to give the reference also. Some of the OERs are OER Africa, OER Asia, MIT, Open Courseware, OER Commons. So these are the certain particular examples, few examples of OER. Online video and e-contents used at Swayam platform should be plagiarism free and collected from OER only, or it can be developed by the person itself. Okay, so plagiarism is the most important aspect while you are developing a particular course. So here particular few information has been given here. The what is the OER license? Okay, different kind of licenses are there. The symbols have been given in the first table, and the which things are permitted and which things are not permitted has been given with the right mark or the cross mark, right? Copy and publish, attribution required, commercial use, will it be able to use it commercially or not? Modify and adapt, does it offer you to modify, or you are not allowed to modify the particular kind of content, or change of licenses facilities available or not? So you can see CC by SA, CC by ND, CC by NC, CC by NC, SA, CC by NC, ND. These are the different categories, okay, of different licenses, and each one have the permission of particular things they have been permitted and particular things have not been permitted, right? So these are the different licenses. You should first refer these things before using anyone's content. If you want to develop a MOOC course, then what are you paid with, right? As we discussed in few minutes back, that there are things or the government agencies which are providing you the financial assistance. If you want to develop a MOOC, then here are the things, okay, funding patterns which is already offered. If a teacher wants to develop a MOOC, can have this particular amount on from the government agencies, like development of MOOC. You may ask 13.5 lakhs rupees from that particular government agency, in which subject expert can have 3,750 rupees per module. If you are developing 30 module, you can multiply 3750 with the 30. The presenter who is going to present that particular module will get 5,000 per module. Content editor will get 2,000 per module. The editing of entire module, that will be paid 5,000 rupees per module. You need camera and other technical part, for that 2,500 rupees have been paid per module. Okay. And miscellaneous can be also asked for specific purpose. So it is not, nowadays it is not compulsory that you cannot earn outside or beyond your pay, right? If you are a government teacher, if you are a university teacher, if you are a granted college teacher, you can develop such MOOC courses and earn money, additional money, extra money, right? So this is the bifurcation uh, which should be taken in consideration when you are just applying for a MOOC course. Okay. Almost the previous slide gave you the good idea. Okay. If you are a course coordinator, right, rupees 1 lakh if there is an enrollment of more than 500 students in course and first cycle of course has been completed. Okay. So this coordinator is also going to gain something, but there is some terms and conditions. If the more than 500 enrollment is there, then and then only the coordinator will be paid 1 lakh rupees. Okay. As an institution, what is paid, right? What do you gain? A total fund of 13 lakh 500 is given in an installment as the course development progresses. This fund is purely subjected to course development only. So institution, the gain of institution is to be find out. What is the scope? SWAYAM is running 400 courses at present. See, SWAYAM, there are the number of courses are less on SWAYAM currently at present. It is, I'm sure it is going to increase, and the number will reach 1,000, 1,000 very soon, because people are working in their university to develop such courses, and the number of courses are going to increase sooner. Okay. HRD ministry has distant view of running online programs. There is requirement of 10,000 courses on SWAYAM to run such program. So we have reached just 400 and we require 10,000 programs. So any teacher, any one of you can just think for this developing of this SWAYAM program or SWAYAM course or MOOC course. SWAYAM is seeking for those 9,600 courses from the faculties across the country. So SWAYAM is waiting for you. You have to just approach them. What can be the first step? Let us discuss how can you go for this SWAYAM courses if you want to develop it. Join one of the ARPIT courses of SWAYAM first of all. Develop a model course on Moodle. That is the second step. Take a bunch of 50 students to participate the online teaching method. Third step. So you will get practice, net practice. Okay. Use some of the flipped and blended classroom practices in your teaching. Just include such blended classroom teaching. So you will get a very good practice of this all these things, and make well use of software available for teaching and assessment. Many softwares are available free. Okay. Start using those softwares. So you'll have a very good net practice first of all. You will understand the different kind of modules. You develop a module, okay, on Moodle first of all, and gradually you grow. So you can empower yourself to create a change. It is not now it is a time to change yourself. Okay, those who are not going to just walk with the flow, they will be very they will be in very miserable condition in future. So it is not a time to sit. Just wake up and understand the changes around you. Start at least one MOOC course, whether it is a 3 credit with 30 module or 4 credit 40 module, right? So start at least one course. Okay, for that, if you want to start it after 1 year, you have to start it today, because will have to understand the entire process, how it works, how you can apply, how you can get the financial assistant, and meanwhile you will develop a content also. You will have to develop uh, the recorded lectures, quizzes, and everything. So to start a course is not easy, that much we talk for, but it is not impossible also. And a young teacher must, I would say must, okay, if you believe that, if you feel that I am uh, just talking little bit high things, but I think it is must for all the young teachers to just understand this entire thing and just start working on this, because this is going to be future teaching and learning method. My friends, remember this, my words. In future, after 10 years, there will be more number of courses available, more institutions, more university will offer credits for these online courses. In such conditions, the role of the physical or the in present teaching learning method is going to decrease day by day. Okay, I am not trying to afraid you, but just trying to warn you the thing which are going to happen in future, very near future. So those who are able to just adapt the things, they will survive. See, here the law of Darwin is there, right? That applies here, it applies everywhere, right? Which is that particular law, survival of fittest. So you'll have to just adapt yourself to fit the conditions, the newly developing conditions. So here, the things which I wanted to uh, just provide you the information regarding these courses which are available on MOOC, on Swayam. Uh, I hope that you all will uh, just start working on this very soon, and from this information given by me will be helpful to all of you to just uh, it will encourage you to just start a new beginning of your life. Thank you very much, the agency, the human resource development department of our Gujarat University, the director, Professor Jagdish Joshi, and all the staff members of HRDC to for the opportunity provided to me to just talk with you, just to provide information regarding these things. I sincerely thank you all for listening me for with such a great patience. Thank you very much.